Hello, my name is Mike Meditol. I'm with Meditol Handmade Knives out of Sherman, Texas, and our website is texasmadeknives.com. If you want to go check out that site, most of the knives we're currently working on, including the one that we're going to be talking about today, are on that site. You can take a look at them and see what we've been doing. The knife we're going to work with today is a piece of Alabama Damascus. I found this to be a very high quality Damascus. I bought quite a bit of metal from these guys and been very happy, very satisfied with the results. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a vine and thorn pattern on the top of this blade. I'm going to do it with files. We're going to do it with a 1/8 inch file and a triangular file. It's about 3/8 inch triangular file, and I'll be showing you those when we get over to the vise. Probably later on in the month or early December, I'm going to also do a video on grinding the bevel on this blade and also putting the handle on this blade. I'm going to also do a video on etching Damascus. I use ferric chloride, and it's not a difficult process, but you have to take some special considerations to get a really good quality etching that's going to really show the quality and the variation in the different types of designs that are in this metal. So anyway, with that, let's go ahead and go over to the vise and get started marking this off for our file work. See you over there. Okay, we're over here at the vise, and again, this is the knife blade that we're going to be working with today, and we're going to be doing the jimping on the top. As you can see, this blade already has a few file indentations on it, where I've been doing a little bit of work on it. Well, this is take two, so I'm still going to go through all the processes. Just ignore those for right now. I'll show you a blade that I have completed with this particular pattern, and this is what it's going to look like when you get done with it. Those 1/8 inch round cuts are 1/4 inch apart, and we do every other on each side of the blade. So actually on the right hand side, each round cut is about 1/2 inch away from each other. Those little thorns that you see in there, those are what we're going to cut using the triangular file. Okay. This is the 1/8 inch file we're going to be using. It's just a round file used for sharpening chainsaws. And the triangular file is about a 3/8 inch hardened triangular file. This is going to be cutting the thorns. This one is a little dull. I may have to grab a new one in the middle of this video, but it won't take me but a second if I have to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and put the knife in the vise and let's measure it for our cuts. And again, like I said, we're going to put a mark about every 1/4 inch, and I've got an old piece of a yardstick here, and here's my 1/4 inch markings all through here, so that's what I'm going to use to mark my blade. And I'm going to start down here at the butt of the blade, and we're going to go for about 6 inches. This is about an 8 inch blade, and we're going to go about, I'm going to do it this way. I've seen some knife makers that will put the purple dye on the top, or they'll take a black magic marker and they'll blacken in the entire top of the blade and then use a scribe to make their marks. But I found it's easier for me to just take a Sharpie and just go down it and mark it, and then come back and use these black marks for my cut marks. Okay, so that's got my marks on there. You can see those. Every 1/4 inch we have a mark, and we're going to start filing those out. And I'm going to file every other mark is going to be our 1/8 inch cut. 45-degree angle, and then try to get the cut down to close to the middle of the metal. You can do a scribe line down the middle if you want to kind of keep you on mark, but you're probably going to be close enough if you don't do that. So now I'm going to skip a line and go to the next line. And rather than make you sit there and watch me go through and cut every one of those, I'll just go ahead and stop the tape, the video, and I'll cut these, and then I'll come back and we'll switch around to the other side. Okay, as you can see, we've gone down one side and we've got all of our cuts, every other 1/4 inch mark. We've got all of our round cuts. I'm going to go to 45-degree angle and hit every other line on the opposite side of the blade. Trying to come up to about the middle of the spine. If you got good sharp files, it goes pretty quick. But you have to bear down pretty hard because you don't want it to slip off there, or you're going to cut a notch somewhere you don't want one. And you won't be happy. Like I'm trying to do right there. And after I do this notch, we're just going to stop there, and I'll show you what I've gotten done. You see that one got off a little bit. What I'm trying to do is round it off so that it's not noticeable. Some of them you can fix and it's not a big deal. Others you have to start over on, but this one's not bad. Okay, so here's what we're getting to. Every other notch, you can see that. Left and right, every other line. And then you're going to end up something like this. You can see that. And this is where I've put some of the thorns at the bottom. This part is what we just finished up here. It's just every other line has an opposite notch with the round file, and then we're going to come back in and we're going to put those thorns in there like that. So that's what's coming up next. Let me get this finished out and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to take the triangle file and we're going to start working our way down, putting those thorns in between each one of these little notches that we put in there with the 1/8 inch file. You're going to want to go in at a 45-degree angle, and you want that front side of that triangle file to be perpendicular to the blade. It gives you a lot better notch. So this part is perpendicular. This part of the triangle blade is perpendicular. So let's give it a try and see how it comes out. This first one's a little close, so I may not make it real big. So what we're doing is just going down the blade, and every 1/8 inch cut on this right hand side of the blade, we're putting this a thorn in there. 45-degree angle, with that flat side up perpendicular. You can probably see where we're going with this now. Okay, so after you go through and you put all your different thorns on each side, this is what you come up with. You've got one coming in behind each one of those round cuts, and you've got your thorn coming in there. And when you get done, you've got a knife blade that looks like this. Okay, well, I hope this video helped you get a good idea of the way that I do the file work on the spine of the knives that I'm making. I do like that particular pattern. It always comes out looking pretty cool, and it's pretty forgiving. If you're off a little one way or the other, it still looks really good, especially when you get the handles on it and you get the knife blade etched in the ferric chloride. I'm going to be doing some future videos on this knife. I'm going to do a video on the beveling. I'm going to do a video on the handle, installing the handle on this. I'm going to do a video on etching the blade as well. When I get ready to do the heat treat on it, I'll also show you how to heat treat this particular knife. This heat treats very well in the forge at 1500 degrees, and then it tempers usually 1 to 2 tempering cycles at around 350 to 400 degrees works really well. And again, this is Alabama Damascus, so it's a good metal. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and look forward to hearing from anyone that might have some questions, or if there's a video or a process you would like to see, let me know and I'll try to work something up for you. Until then, keep on grinding.